Hi, this is Sheila Hall, Coldwell Banker Premier. Also, my YouTube, Sharing the Shenandoah with Sheila. I want to apologize. There's a lot of static in the air today because it's really cold outside. And there's a little echo here. I came into a townhouse that I have listed and it is closing today. The transaction went really, really smooth, which brings me to this video. The reason I wanted to make this video is in real estate, it is a team effort. For things to go smoothly, it truly is a team effort. So as a listing agent, I have a lot of things that I do for my client to help make getting the home ready for the market, getting it on the market, getting the showings done, getting through offers, getting through inspections and things like that. There are a lot of things that I help my client with. Now, on the flip side of it, it's not just me. It's me and my client. That is a team on the listing side. Then there's another side. It is the side if an agent brings a buyer. They are a team working together, and that's two teams coming together to make a transaction as smooth as physically possible. That smooth transaction starts with good communication, always communicating, making sure that everybody within the transaction knows that any deadline dates that are within the contract, they are being met. If there's inspections, that everybody is aware of what needs to be done and what legally is bound in the contract that has to be done. And then if it's outside of the scope of the contract, as to whether somebody has to do it or not, that's where negotiations comes in. How does that look? It all comes down to communication, understanding, having the knowledge to understand how can we get through things. So with this particular closing that I have that is going on right now, today, this particular home the seller was amazing to work with. She did things up and beyond even what I put on the list of things to do. The HVAC system was serviced. She has it serviced or on a regular basis, but she had an update service on it. And it just so happened that right before the walkthrough was last night, somehow there were 3 breakers that tripped. And unfortunately, one of them was the HVAC, but it was caught in time, so it was only like 50-something degrees in here. And it came back on. And this is where working as a team and trusting that each person is doing the best for each other, for their client, and working together well. So the agent turned the breakers back on, turned the heat on, and this morning I'm in the unit now, and the heat just got to 66 when it's set on 70. You know, sometimes people will think, oh, that's bad, and we're not closing, and they get attitudes. We're not closing until that's fixed. And it's like looking at all the negative side. But looking at the positive, if there's a problem or a situation comes up, okay, how do we fix it? How do we get through this? Let's keep the ball rolling and keep moving. So having a good team, being able to trust who you're working with and know that you're doing what's best for your client, but also you're doing what's right in the contract also. So there's going to be somebody here that actually installed the unit. It's not an old unit. They service the unit. They know the unit really well, and they're going to be out here this morning, and we're going to go ahead and get to closing. And my seller is taking care of the service charge, and because we want to make sure that we're turning the home over in proper working order. So this video, I know it's a little long, but I think the biggest takeaway here is we have to work as a team. If you have a listing agent, work with that listing agent. The listing agent and the seller should work together as a team. Keep everybody informed. The buyer's agent and their client are working as a team. But then together, when you're in a contract, each agent's representing their client fully, but at the same time, the whole key to the contract is getting to closing as smoothly as possible. And I always say a happy and a excellent, successful closing is a closing where all parties walk away and they feel like they have been serviced and dealt with fairly. So I want to encourage you, if you're looking to list a property, interview agents, talk with them, and work with the one that you feel is best going to be a good communicator. And I do Monday updates on all of my transactions I'm working on. I want to make sure I touch base with everybody that's working within the transaction, every party, other than the other agent's client. I never reach out to them. And make sure that you ask those questions of the agent that you want to list your property. What are they going to do? Especially communication. How often are they going to let you know, give you updates? Where are you at? When, if there's a loan commitment deadline within the contract, make sure you're getting those things. So anyway, and also if you're a buyer's agent or you are a client, a person purchasing a home, make sure you're working with a buyer's agent that is actually representing you and keeping you informed, giving you, I do what's called a buyer consultation, and it sets expectations. It educates as to what the entire process is. So if something comes up, it's not something that just showed up and it's new and you are kind of worried about it, you're not sure what to do. Setting those expectations, understanding the process of purchasing a home is very important. That helps you very calmly make decisions and get through things. I will tell you, there are the majority, when you do a very good communication, getting through anything is going to be a lot smoother, get to closing a lot quicker. But that's not to say there may not be bumps in the road that's out of anybody's control. Maybe the lender, something comes up on the lender side. Maybe there is something that comes up in an inspection that the seller was not aware of, and it's a costly repair. So maybe there has to be some negotiations. It's all in communication. And that is the biggest takeaway for this video, is communication in a transaction. So if you are in the Shenandoah Valley area, if you have questions about, you're thinking about listing your home, you're thinking about purchasing a home, you're not familiar with the process, or maybe you have been through the process before and it wasn't a good one, I apologize for that. Because if there's good communication and you have a good agent that's representing you and looking out for your best interest, you will find that it is not hard to get through a transaction, to find your home that you want to purchase and get through that process, to list your home with confidence, knowing that the agent helped you prepare your home to get the most that you can in the shortest amount of time. just because somebody wants to list a home and they want me to list it right then, I really don't want to list a home if it's not truly ready. You want to make sure that your home is presented very well to buyers, that buyers can feel confident putting an offer in, and they're not going to try to get the price down a whole lot because they see a lot of neglect. So one other thing I'd like to say, if you are or have talked about considering selling your home, just it's not that time yet, but at some point you're going to. If you're in the area, I would be very happy to actually meet with you, go through your home, and give you pointers and give you a list of things to start doing to actually start preparing your home. But even if you're not going to sell it, knowing the things that you need to do to keep maintaining your home, to maintain the value of your home, that's really important. So anyway, this is, as again, I said this was going to be a long one. I am going to post this on my Sharing the Shenandoah with Sheila YouTube. And if you have any questions, again, I'm Sheila Hall with Coldwell Banker Premier, and here in Virginia, licensed agent. And I also have my YouTube, Sharing the Shenandoah with Sheila. I love our beautiful valley. I love helping my clients either sell or purchase homes. It's the biggest purchase in their life, and I want to make sure that I am part of helping them do what's the best for them. So I thank you so much for your time and listening. My website is www.buy, Virginia spelled out, farms, plural.com, buyvirginiafarms.com. I hope you have a wonderful day and blessed rest of the year.